Those hooks latch onto the back of your eyelid. They would tape candles onto her eyelids and let it burn. Mother, please try this slightly flat,
Just like my titties that you gave me.
Good morning, my loves. Welcome back to today's
vlog.
Today's vlog is going to be very interesting because I have the launch of my freaking aprons coming up, and so I decided the past 2 days to take 100 Polaroids as pictures. Hello, welcome to Up My Nostrils. This was filmed a couple weeks ago. Future Stephanie here to clarify. Also, all the Polaroids are gone. They've been shipped out. I'm going to try to do more Polaroids in the future with future launches because it seems like maybe some of you guys liked it, and I do have some future launches planned. Oh, you know, just doing some yoga with my new sweatshirt.
That was a hoodie.
Oh, fuck. Hoodie. Little hoodie beads. I gotta go. I started yesterday and I'm gonna finish it today. I have about, I wanna say, how many do I have? 72? I have 72 of them right now and I need to finish the rest, and I kinda want each one to be like, I don't wanna like take pictures of like the dogs or like the scenery or like,
Ooh, look at the rice I'm making for my spam musubi for breakfast.
right? So I wanted them to be of my face, and I wanted to each one to be different. Like obviously it's not gonna be drastically different because I only have one face, but I want like different emotions. Like I'm really trying to win an Oscar with these 100 Polaroids, you get what I mean?
Where's this going?
Apron.
Oh yeah, the aprons!
These aprons that I have been wearing for quite some time now are officially on sale at fanjoy.com. Fanjoy. Right here. Or in the description. fanjoy.co/Stephanie Sue.
You sure about that?
If your fiance looks at you and says, babe, you want to make something for dinner, and you come up with this for dinner, that's what a bad bits in the kitchen does. I'm inserting a picture right here. It looks stupid right now. Dan's like, what did we do? For breakfast, I'm gonna start off by making a spam musubi while I might be taking some Polaroids. I'm gonna be taking a Polaroid of you guys. I'm literally starting this vlog taking a Polaroid of you guys. Let me see. Oh, this is cool. Ready? Ow! Sorry. I will admit that these Polaroids are a little bit more difficult than the Visco girls make it look like, because I kept trying to take pictures of Steph's fiance without getting his face in there, and for some reason the Polaroids, they like move and shift than what you actually see through this viewfinder thing, and you end up getting a lot more than you bargained for. I just took my first Polaroid of the day. I believe that means now we have 73 Polaroids, and we're trying to get to 100 today. So first, I'm gonna make breakfast. I'm trying to make a spam musubi because my mom has been cooking for us and I feel really bad. And all I know how to do is, I guess, cook spam now. So some people pan fry it, some people do this, some people do that. No bits, you air fry that shit. This is gonna be a short, simple recipe. I'm gonna take Polaroids along the way. We're gonna open up this spam cutter. So this is the first spam.
That was so fast.
Thank you. Now you want it long ways. And then you want to line it up like this and push it all the way down. And then look, Dan.
What?
And then you can even do this.
No.
You can cut it into strips. And then, look.
No way!
Look at that.
Is it only $4.99?
Look at that.
That's so...
And you know what makes all of this possible? The new Bits apron, available in pink at fanjoy.co/Stephanie Sue. Especially now when you're in quarantine and everybody's looking for a new hobby. I wonder if I can do all three at the same time. Long waist. Ready? It's about to get diced. Tell me that's not so easy.
That's so satisfying to see.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing with this yet, but I'm gonna do something good. Please enjoy this beautiful B-roll brought to you by Bits Aprons.
Just me typing away to fanjoy.com.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'll chill. I'll chill. I found these beautiful potatoes in the freezer. And then we're gonna throw in crumbles of spam.
You know what I thought? The hash brown. I thought it would look like an actual like.
Oh, like a Waffle House hash brown?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think these are just potatoes.
Yeah.
We got skimmed. Now we're gonna pop them in the oven for 18 to 20 minutes. I did a teaspoon of soy sauce. Now we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of water. I'm air frying this pan. We're gonna move this pan onto a pan because my idiot that did not read the instructions and I need to pan fry it. So I'm just gonna add 2 tablespoons of water and I'm gonna do 1 tablespoon of sugar after this. And I only have 2 cups of rice. So that kind of gives you the ratio. I never knew the spam musubi was made this way, but apparently you add the soy sauce mixture into the spam while it's pan frying and let it completely evaporate. So you're just left with this beautiful, almost teriyaki looking at spam. It's getting like caramelized.
Whoa.
The sugar. Wow, I think this one's pretty much done. I think I'm gonna let it sit
That
for like
looks
1
so
second,
good,
and
that
then I
one.
think we're done. It looks beautifully caramelized. Do you see this? It smells like teriyaki spam. I'm gonna get my nori sheets and I'm gonna kind of cut them. I thought spam musubi was supposed to be just like 1 strip of nori, like a little bikini, but apparently it's not. It's supposed to be like covering 2/3 of the actual musubi. So I'm gonna compare it to this little musubi bowl that I have and let's try this. Okay, so 2/3, I'd say is like here.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna leave that to the side. Now this is how you assemble your spam. We're gonna wear gloves because now we're very health conscious in terms of sanitation. And we're gonna put in a beautifully caramelized piece of spam into the mold.
Why does that look so small?
Then we're gonna get some freaking mayo. Take off your gloves
Because you're an idiot.
and I don't know what I'm doing in this kitchen. And we're gonna put some wasabi mayo onto it. They said use regular mayo, but I don't have it, so we're just gonna use wasabi mayo. So we're gonna kinda, you know what? I don't freaking need this right now. Put it like this, and then we're gonna grab these seeds. They're the rice seasoning seeds. Generously place it all over this. Generally speaking. Then we're gonna grab 1/4 of the rice. Pack it in there. Now this is where the musubi molder comes in handy because now you can press it down to be that perfect musubi shape.
Like that.
You get your piece of nori. You take out whatever this is. Put it onto the musubi. Put this here. And then you just push it all the way through.
Do you see this, honey?
And then you grab this part.
Whoa.
Put a little bit of rice here. And then you close it up. And you've got yourself a spam musubi.
Wait, that's a lot of rice, not a lot of spam. No, I like it.
A lot of rice? Not a lot of spam. Okay, I'm gonna make these and I'll be right back. Mother,
So
please try this slightly flat,
Just like my titties that you gave me.
spam musubi. Do you like it?
맛있는데?
진짜?
Really?
맛있어.
맛있어?
Is this like a trend right
Thank
now?
you.
Yeah, no, it's always been there.
This
Literally
is so
the
good.
best thing I've had.
Like if you sell
Taste
this,
it,
I'll
that's
buy
made by
it.
you. Whatever recipe you did, please remember it because this is so good. The wasabi mayo in here is so amazing.
Honestly,
Oh my
great
God.
breakfast.
I think the wasabi mayo was the best choice because wasabi with sushi is the best.
Listen, I know it looks bad. Ninja signed a deal with Mixer for allegedly $40 million.
I started gaming.
Joe Rogan allegedly signed a $100 million contract with Spotify.
Suddenly, she's got a podcast.
It looks fucking bad. But when I tell you, this has been in the works for a while. It's been in the works in the back of our mind for a while. All I know is I'm freaking excited because we are starting our own podcast and it's called Rotten Mango. So hopefully by the time that you guys watch this, it'll be out on all of the listening platforms. We were originally gonna do visuals for the podcast and then we eventually decided against it because
We're just not that visually appealing.
yeah, I feel like anytime there's a camera, I kind of turn it into a vlog. And I really want the podcast to be super different, like the same but different from all the other videos that we make. I want it to be a lot more like that cozy, put me inside of your ear holes and really just imagine me laying next to you and whispering dark crimes into your ear at all times of the day.
Like, that is the vibe that I wanted.
But if there's a camera, I know that slowly I just turn into like crackhead Stephanie because I'm like, this is getting wild, bitches. We named it Rotten Mango because obviously I love mango and everything's named after mango because we're obsessed with our dog and it's kind of a problem, but we named it Rotten Mango specifically because I feel like a lot of the times the crimes are because of rotten people and it's just disgusting and raw, and everything we're gonna be talking about is so dark.
Just to give everybody an idea, so Stephanie tells these stories during mukbangs, and then as soon as she cuts the camera, she tells me the details of the crime, which is 10 times more sad as at the same time more fascinating.
Right, gruesome, yeah. Okay, so there's a number of reasons why I do that. The main being that sometimes I feel like with food and how gruesome some of these crimes get, it's just not a good mix. And especially when I'm eating with other people, I don't want Dan Dan or my fiance to lose their appetite completely, or because lots of people are like, I love eating with you, I don't want them to be like shoveling food into their mouth with me, and then I'm like, and then he screwdrivered her nipple off, and then it's just like I try to avoid those instances, so I usually kind of vaguely describe it as like a whole list of just assault and unspeakable crimes. Like if you want to look into it at your own risk. And then the minute that the camera turns off and everyone's full, I tell them everything that they did in graphic detail, and both of them just stand there going, this is the rotten side of the mangoes. This is gonna be the most gruesome that I've ever seen on the internet, because everyone constantly, like one in particular, the one case that I get more than anything in the history of my YouTube career is the case of Junko from Japan, who is a girl who was kidnapped by members of the Yakuza, but that were young teenage boys, and she was tortured and assaulted for like over a month. They would tape candles onto her eyelids and let it burn.
What?
They would burn her alive to the point where it took her an hour to walk to the restroom, which was downstairs, because her entire like skin, this is why I can't be munching on KFC, Jollibee, family spaghetti pasta pack.
Can you imagine the irony of Jollibee?
Just like jolly.
This is why we're starting a podcast, for the people who are interested in the graphic details, the really disgusting details, and some of the most heinous crimes available. That is what the podcast is for.
You should tell them about Chris and G.
Yeah, so a summary is that these two friends, like this is the first time I've read of serial killers becoming friends. They're so obsessed with torturing women that they went to this little cabin and they would kidnap women of all ages. I think their youngest victim was 1 year old, and they would bring them into this like make-shed torture trailer right next to the cabin, and they would do some of the most graphic things, and they would record all of it, and they all got caught. The graphic details that I forgot to mention, or like actively didn't mention, was the fact that in a lot of the parts I kept saying like they would do unspeakable things, like it was disgusting, some of the most I can't even talk about it, right? It was just like food in front of me, and I would say all of these things, and the minute that the camera cut off, I was like, okay, so they got these pliers. They loved using pliers to completely remove nipples from women while they were alive, breathing, screaming, and a lot of it was videotaped. They would also stick sharp objects into power drills.
You should give them a disclaimer, actually.
Oh yeah, disclaimer. Sharp objects with power drills, like knives, and then they would stick, well, you know where they would stick them. In the podcast, I'll be more graphic. I was more graphic. We already filmed our first episode. This is not me saying that I'm a true crime professional. I'm a true crime knowledge hub. Like, this is literally just an ordinary ass bitch, a nobody, a no brain having ass hoe that just got so sucked into this like crazy dark world, and I'm like just trying to share with you guys what I read. It's not gonna be like me like overanalyzing everything or anything like that. But my fiance recently, he started getting obsessed with true crime, but more in the psychology part. He found this like a couple of, I don't know if they're detectives or psychologists from China who have like just spend their lives studying criminal psychology, and he's been obsessed with them and reading all of their work and watching all of their seminars.
Really fascinating.
Yeah, and so he's like getting into it. So this is gonna be like our little baby, our Rotten Mango.
Where can they listen to it?
Spotify, Apple Music, the podcast
Apple Music.
app. Oh yeah, I don't know what.
Apple Music. So you don't know where
rappers.
people can listen to it?
Listen, I'm not really a technology girl. I don't even know how I get these videos online. Like the amount of YouTube videos I watch just to know how to upload a YouTube video is just insane to me. Honey,
Yeah.
go ahead, tell them.
What? I really don't know
Tell
either.
them what's called.
Just like every podcast platform out there.
Yeah, like if you can listen to a podcast, we're on there as
Yeah.
Rotten Mango.
Rotten Mango. And when are you dropping the first episode?
I think it's gonna be up by the time you guys see this, right? That makes logical sense in my head.
What?
Right? Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, should you like put like a snippet, like a trailer in
Okay,
visual?
so I'm gonna drop the trailer right here. I'm gonna be moving visuals. Okay, ready?
I don't think they need a visual.
I think they do.
No, I don't think so.
Put a black screen and then.
Stephanie's like, I need a visual. He's like, yeah, black screen.
Podcast. Stream it now. He had a giant mirror on top of the gynecology table because he wanted his victims to see what was happening to them. You don't know where you are at all, and you don't know what's going to happen to you. You're probably thinking that you're going to be raped, and you sure as hell are, in every hole. If I killed every bitch that we kidnapped, there would be bodies strung all over the country.
Whoa, this looks like the house of a narcissist.
To be fair, these aren't for like my walls. These aren't for my fiance's walls. Like it's not just all going to one person. I'm hoping that right now it looks super narcissistic, but it's going to 100 different people. She was just one Polaroid person, and I know that it's like really not like that big of a deal. Like I know nobody gives a fuck. It's just a Polaroid, but I'm really excited. I really wanted to make it super personal, so I'm gonna start writing on all of them. So this one says, I have blue balls. I tried to push Dan into the pool, obviously. And then I have all of these, so I'm gonna write little messages.
But I tried to make each one different, if that helps.
Everyone's like, helps what? I don't know. I tried to make it different and cute. We went on a walk. What's your favorite picture, honey?
My favorite is the sunrise.
The sunrise. This one?
Sunrise.
Honey, I'll literally punch you. There's me and Mango. Should I just pluck one of Dan's hair for each one and tape it to the
Gross.
back?
That's-
Goes to the first 100 orders of aprons. I think that's gonna be it for today's vlog. Which, by the way, I feel like since this vlog is already fucked up because I already mentioned just some of the most dark stuff, I know I try to keep it like happy and light here because the world is already so dark. I was reading on Reddit like some of the most morbid secrets of different careers that nobody else knows about, and this freaked me out so much, and it's making my eyes, like if I keep blinking, it's because after I read this, you know when you start reading about like your body, you can't focus on anything else, and I read that when you pass and you're at a funeral home, the funeral directors, they have these special contacts that you put into that they put into your eye, right? And it has hooks on it because they want to keep your eyelid down, so those hooks latch onto the back of your eyelid so that in the middle of like an open casket your eyes won't just flip open. Like that's fucking creepy. Anyways, I'm gonna go clean up this closet because the past couple of days, that's literally a bra. I mean, I've got like an apron in here, all the clothes I've been wearing the past like 3 days here, so I need to hang these up. I feel like every 4 days I go through a phase where I just throw everything onto here and then I spend like 30 minutes hanging and cleaning everything and organizing. So that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to stream the podcast where the podcasts are uploaded on the day that the podcasts are uploaded. This is great. I'm such a professional. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.
I just wanted to do it better. Oh.